Hi, guys. Welcome to Women of Wisdom Power Inc. podcast. Today we will be discussing private pain. I am going to wait a few minutes to have some of you guys log in, tell your friends so they can come on and join us. I'm sitting in my backyard and I'm trying to dodge bees right now. I picked this topic too because a lot of us deal with private pain and we let it control our life, by not moving forward and things like that. So once you log on, please tag 2 people, 5 people, 1 person you may want to hear about private pain today with Women of Wisdom Power Inc. podcast. I'll wait patiently, but not too long, because guess what? It is live. I'm going to save it, and you guys can always go back and do what? Play it again and share with others. So I'm going to give myself a time right here, and then I'm going to get started. Okay, guys, I'm going to get started. That was enough time. I have to go. Hey, sometimes you have to take bold steps in life, and this is my bold step right now, this moment in time, okay? All right, so we are going to be talking about private pain, okay? If you guys see my previous posts, I always come on, and I let you guys know exactly what the topic will be about. So if you guys didn't get a chance to read it, I will recap. Private pain is something that most of us, maybe all of us, deal with a certain time in our life, and it can really stop us from moving forward. It can stop us from continuing our path, our purpose in life that God has given us, and that's something we don't want to ever not have control over, is our private pain. Now, most of you guys probably say, private pain, what does she mean exactly by private pain? Private pain is something that's deep down inside that you can't escape. It always hits you somewhere, or it'll push you somewhere, and you'll be wondering, wow, I can't believe I'm thinking about this, or I can't believe I never got over this. So that's the private pain that I am talking about. And here's a great, write this down if you guys can. This here what I am about to say. Sorry. What needs healing the most is our private pain. I'll say it again. What needs healing the most is our private pain. And a lot of us don't know where to start to heal the private pain in areas in our life. And the private pain is deep down in our soul. It's in our minds. It's in our bodies. And it may even be on our bodies where there's a scar that occurred that you look at every day of your life because something has happened in your life. Those are all part of private pain. Okay, you guys are following me so far? I hope so. So, some more things in life that could be private pains are hurt from others. When someone hurt you and you just can't get over it, and that comes along with forgiveness. You can't forgive or forget about what happened to you that caused that private pain that you hide every day of your life, that you look at every day of your life. So those are some of the private pains that can creep up on you in your life and stop you from doing things that you really want to do because you're not sharing those private pains with others. Thank you for joining. Please tag 1 or 2 people if you can and share this podcast. We're talking about private pain. You can always go back and replay the video. Another thing is love, relationships that seems to still hurt you for some reason in your life. That's a private pain. A private pain that pops up in your mind, mentally and physically, where it hurts you. You guys are following me? Those are private pains. And it's nothing to do with others that actually, I know they had a part in it, but when you move on, you know, from horrible things that happen to people in your life, then you can't hold that person responsible from how you feel because you want to move on in your life from these private pains. So sometimes we have to take bold steps in our life in order to conquer over that private pain. Another good thing I would like for you guys that's just joining to write down is what needs healing the most is private pain, and what we hide is what we need to uncover. What we hide is what we need to uncover. I know that sounds very powerful, but it is in someone's life. It was very powerful in my life, and I really truly think that if we start to uncover some of the private pain that we think that we are hiding from yourself, like who are you hiding it from? You know, we have to release that, because in order to get rid of that private pain that's in our life, we have to know how to release it, and we have to know how to deal with it. Because if you don't know how to deal with the private pain in your life, then there's no way that you're going to be able to escape it. And that's why it's called a private pain. It's very powerful. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, yes. So the other thing is, this is really going to touch many of you guys. I will hope it does, but it makes a lot of sense. And I will go over the 3 powerful keynotes, and when I save my video with my other videos, I will add these 3 down with the description, okay? Here's the 3rd one. Our most private pain is what needs healing the most and can drive us to or away from God. I'm going to say that one more time. Our most private pain is what needs healing the most and can drive us to or away from God. See, when you have pain inside, here's an example. I had a lot of pain. When I say a lot of pain, I had bags and bricks of pain, okay, all on me. And that was from losing my son Lazarus, right? That's 12 years later, I still don't have justice. But somewhere in my mind, with all of those bags of bricks of pain that I had in my life, I had to give it over to the Lord, right? And I had to put my mind mentally, right? And say that I have justice in heaven. Because if I didn't do that on any circumstances, I will still have some private pain in my life. And when you have private pain in your life that you cannot release, it's going to destroy you, because it's a secret pain and you're holding on to it, and you don't have a way to escape it. You know, it's like you put yourself inside a maze. You know how we all go, I've been in a maze before at the cornfield, but when you're in a maze, you have to figure out, how do I get out? Which way do I go? So your pain is like that inside of you. You're trying to escape it, and you're trying to get out from it, but you don't know which way to go. And that's why the 3rd statement that I made, our most private pain is what needs healing the most, and it can drive us to or away from God. See, let me go here real quick with you guys. Sometimes in our life, and I've been there. That's why I wrote my book called One Foot In, One Foot Out, because I've done this. And this statement kind of piggyback on what I am about to say. So, what we hide is what we need to uncover. Okay? You stay at a comfort distance for yourself. You stay at a comfort distance. Not sure you can trust God's power. I'm going to say that again. What we hide is what we need to uncover. You stay at a comfort distance, not sure you can trust God's power. Meaning that whatever's comfortable for you, you're going to do it. Right? And you may think because it's comfortable for you that you are unveiling that pain that's inside of you, that private pain. But you're not, because you're only giving yourself enough rope, enough air to breathe. You understand? So if you're going to do it halfway, then there's no way you're going to escape your private pain. I'm so glad that I'm a little animated and I love to break things down, because I think you guys understand exactly what I'm saying. So I will definitely put these down and so that you guys can go over and read it. And I'm not going to go to the next part yet, because I'm not done with the first part, because there's so much to cover. I may have to do a part 2 of this podcast on private pain. So again, I'm going to go back to number 1. Feelings that's deep inside that you can't seem to escape from, right? So someone can have hurt you in your life, right? So I always use myself as an example. Someone hurt me. They hurt me. They didn't hurt me physically, but they hurt me mentally, and they hurt me inside. You know, my spirit was shaken up. The pain that I endure was shaken up. So the people that murdered my son, that was a private, devastated pain that I went through. And I carried that pain for a while, because I didn't really know how to escape that private pain. But today, I no longer carry that private pain in my life. Okay, you guys are following me? So if someone hurts you and you're still carrying that pain, you're only going to make yourself sick inside, and you're only going to make yourself stop moving forward with the vision that God has for you in your life. You know, it's like it's a secret. It's like you're carrying around a dirty, filthy, dark secret of private pain that you can't escape. So I know none of us want to do that, right? So that's why I do my podcast, so you guys can understand things that I went through in life, things that I know that other people that I can help and shine a light of love to them by telling my story and then breaking it down to series like this, so that you guys can understand the difference when you're carrying a private pain inside of you. Number 2, hurt from others. Now, when I say hurt from others, and I'm not saying somebody called you out your name. Yeah, that can hurt. I'm talking about the deep private pain. I'm talking about pain hurt from others. So say if someone took some, I know this is horrible to say, but I want you guys to understand what I mean when I say private pain. Say if someone took some acid, right, and they threw it on you, and they scarred you for life, right? That's a private pain, because that's something that you have to look at every single day of your life. And it's probably, now that pain, it may be so hard for you to forgive and not think about it. But if you're facing it and you can see it, that's a dark, deep, private pain that you're going to have to at least try to come over, to go over, to get over in your life. That's a deep, private feeling of a pain for others that hurt you. Here's another example, hurt from others. So someone took a loved one away from you. What about all the gun violence that we have around the world today? I'm here in Chicago, Illinois, so we have lots of gun violence, right? So a lot of my parents, they have private pain, and they don't know how to escape it. And some of them may want to endure the pain because they don't know how to escape the pain. Like, there's things that come up in my life that it will remind me of my son, but I don't have that private pain. I have a sadness that comes when I think of other things that remind me of my son, or if I think of my son, it'll make me a little sad, but I don't have a deep down private pain that I spoke about earlier on this podcast. Okay, so that's another dark, hurt from others, private pain. Here's another one. It could be really devastated if someone actually did harm to you physically, as I said before, the acid thrown on, or if someone came in and took something that was so valuable to you, and they took it away, and it was the only thing that you had from memories. That's a pain, and you have to get over. You have to learn to forgive that person. So here's my next number 3 topic. So the other one is love relationships that still hurts you for some reason in your life. That means you didn't get over the relationship. That means that you still is carrying a private pain inside of you that you never got over. And the relationship been over. Okay, the relationship done sailed away. Okay, on the ship, gone bye-bye. Okay, you don't even see this person, but you're still angry about the relationship because you think about it and you're carrying that dark private pain with you every day of your life. Doesn't make sense, right? So why hurt yourself? Why hurt yourself, right? We have to start really digging deep down with bold steps in our life. And I'm going to tell you some of the bold steps that we need to take to get all of this dark pain, private pain out of our life. Because see, it may be private to you, but the Lord, He sees your private pain. He sees it. He knows that my daughter is hurting. He knows that my child is hurting. He knows that my son is hurting. So you can't hide it. You may can hide it from others, but you can't hide it from the Lord. So you have to get over your dark pain. And here's some bold steps that we can take in our life. First of all, don't be at distance and just comfortable enough to get to know the Lord. Okay? Don't do that, because if you're going to just go halfway with Him, then guess what? You're not helping. You're not helping the situation out, because you're only comfortable enough to ask what you want, to do what you want, and then when everything seems nice and everything is going down the way you want it to go down, but you're only at a distance with God, but you're not at a full distance, but you're only there when you need something, that's not going to work. That's not going to take away your private pain. Please, I've been there, so I know. You have to have a communication and speak back and forth with God. I don't care if you're in a room full of people. If you have to pray in your mind. Go in the bathroom. Do something. Because if you're going to go half distance, then guess what? God do have the option to go half distance with you. Oh, well, she just want to pull me out when she needs me. But guess what? God is not a God of confusion. God is not a God to say, oh, I'm going to do a tick for tack because Pamela just want to use me when she needs me. No, God is going to be there even if His daughter or His child or His son decide to go halfway. He'll still be there, right? But let's not be at distance with God, because when we're at distance just for what we want, it doesn't seem very cool in my standards. You know what I mean? You guys are following me? I hope so. And I hope you guys are sharing my podcast. Share it with 2 or 3 other people so they can hear it, because I know someone needs to hear this today to help them out in their life. I just love sharing with you guys. The other thing is, you're not too sure if you can trust. You're not too sure if you can trust. And if you feel that you're not too sure if you can trust God, then I'm here to tell you, you may have to go back to A until you get to that trust part and start reading, start meditating, start speaking to God, start praying a little bit more. Wake up with praise and hymns. I wake up with 90.1. Thank you, Moody. If you guys, I'm going to tag you guys. Hashtag Moody Radio. Thank you, 90.1 FM here in Chicago. I wake up, I go to bed with you guys. My radio is right by my bedside, and I just love it. It keeps me in the spirit ground, and I love it. Thank you, K-Love. I love you guys because you guys do the same thing for me. It's in my radio. It's in my house. I love it, so I love you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Bless your programs each and every day. So those are some of the things you can do so you can feel a little bit more trustworthy of God, And that's what we need to do, because a lot of us really need a lot of help with our private pain. And some of us are in situations where we're saying, well, I get it's not about me no more. It's about the kids. Or it's not about me no more. It's about my mom. Where it's not about me no more. It's about my brother. Well, it's not about me no more. It's about my sister. Well, it's not about me no more. It's about my granddaughter. So I'm just giving you guys examples. But don't use that as an excuse to get comfortable and start trusting God a little bit more. Because if you don't, your life may seem all sweet and dandy, but you don't have the confidence enough to get rid of the private pain in your life. And I want you guys to get rid of that private pain, because God sees it. We may hide it. We may think nobody else sees it, but God sees it. Yes, the Lord sees it. So again, I hope you guys enjoy this. I will definitely do a part 2 on private pain. I didn't want to stay on too long. I don't want my videos to be too long. But when you do click the button there to listen to it, please share it with someone. Share it with your sister, your brother, or even your friend here on Instagram or on Facebook. Just send it to them so they can listen to it. And I really, really appreciate it. Until next time, peace, love, and joy to us all. Bye.